Guest seat, BoroFanTV. I'm outside the Cardiff City Stadium. We've been beaten 1-0 by Cardiff. I have Youssef with me. Youssef,
yeah.
Is that one of the worst displays away from home this season?
Yeah, it's right up there. I mean, obviously at Bristol City, Millwall were two really bad performances, but yeah, that's right up there. Certainly the worst under PULIS. We just lacked, I don't know what it was, it just nothing. I mean, in terms of going forward, we had one chance in the whole game, and that was Downing's opportunity. We had a few half chances in and around the box, but I mean, I'm just speechless. I mean, one step forward and two steps back every single week, and it's another set piece that we conceded. So yeah, really, really disappointing.
We're disappointed with the referee's decision for that free kick, Youssef?
Yeah, disappointed with the referee's decision, but I'm probably more disappointed with the performance. I mean, we lost the game 1-0, but it wasn't down to the referee. Yeah, it should have never been a free kick because, you know, Shotton never fouled him. But we shouldn't blame the defeat on the referee. I mean, yeah, it was the wrong decision, but I think, you know, the performance didn't deserve a win. So, I mean, if we played better and lost by the refereeing decision, then yeah, we could complain about it, but I'm not complaining about the decision. So, yeah, disappointing.
An old bad habit coming back, conceding at the back post.
Yeah, again, I thought that was addressed. But, you know, again, when the goal went in, the players were, you know, looking at each other and asking questions because it's, you know, gone backwards. You know, if you... I mean, I don't know what the average height of the team is, but it's quite a big team. I mean, if you look at Rudy, you look at Shotton, Friend, Gibson, Ayala, I mean, we've got some big players, so you wonder why the same mistakes are sort of happening. But, yeah, it's just, yeah, gone backwards yet again.
A fan said to me, you might as well play a centre-half up front instead of playing Gested. Can you see where he's coming from, Youssef? A
bit harsh. I mean, to be fair, Rudy didn't have the best of games, but he's... For me, I'd start Britt ahead of him because I think Britt has more about him. I think Rudy's better as an impact player. He's a strong player. You know, he's good in the air. He didn't win much today, but he's just not in the. I mean, don't want to put excuses for him, but he did miss a couple of days training this week, and I think that's obviously affected his performance. But yeah, he struggled massively in the final third, and is probably lucky to stay on until the 80th minute or so when Bamford came on. But it's a bit harsh to say they'd rather play a centre half up front instead of Rudy. But yeah, he tried his best, which is all we can ask for, really.
Who stood out today? Which is quite a difficult question, Youssef.
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. I mean, not really. I mean, we had a few, okay performances. I thought Howson played okay, Ledbetter played okay, but no one that really I'd look back and say, oh, they were absolutely fantastic. I mean, even Adama. I mean, Cardiff. That's probably the only thing they did really, really well at. They stopped him. They had two on one at all times, and he struggled. But that's something that Adama needs to face up to. He's going to have two players against him, but yeah, just got in really.
Where are we going to go from here, Youssef? Are the playoffs out of reach now, or are we going to keep dreaming? And is this team actually good enough if we do get up?
Well, until it's mathematically impossible, I think we have to keep fighting. But is it impossible to get up? It's not impossible in terms of people call me deluded for constantly being optimistic, but I still think there's a chance of getting to the playoffs. But if we do get to the playoffs, is this team good enough? That's another question for another day. But yeah, I think just speechless really.
Has life improved as a Boro fan under PULIS, or is it just get this season out of the way now, Youssef?
A little bit. I mean, apart from today, we looked to have gone better defensively, but obviously that was a poor mistake. We didn't really create much. That's the biggest shock for me, the biggest disappointment. But there's obviously been a lot of debate, how in terms of the job that PULIS has done. I think it's his 10th, 11th game or whatever, but people are saying, he's done an okay job. Others saying he's done a really good job because we haven't won enough games. But for me, yeah, I mean, if we don't get promoted, I think definitely in the summer there has to be a few changes. And but then again, we made changes this summer or last summer, shall I say, where we spent 50-odd million. So how many summer of changes are we going to have? That's the question that I like to ask. So yeah.
Youssef, thanks for coming on BoroFanTV.